World's Most Dangerous Podcast, Not So Common NSC. Uh, Q ain't here again, but we gonna make it work. Got my cousin Osiah in the house. Always come through for me. If Osiah say he coming through,
I'ma show up.
He coming through.
I'm a man of my word. I'm here.
So I appreciate it.
It's a pleasure to be here. Thanks for inviting me. You know it's always fun coming on this podcast.
Family Ties edition, like always, man.
I ain't mad at it. It's fun. Thank you for having me too. Thank you for inviting me.
Anytime. You know, you always anytime.
Man,
any damn time.
Doing this podcast for about a couple of years now, ain't it?
Since 2020, since the pandemic. This is a pandemic creation. So when I seen people creating in the podcast, I'm like, in the pandemic, I was like, I got to too.
Shoot, when I seen literally your episode 1, I've been there since episode 1.
Yeah. I think you did one for was it around New Year's like last year, or I think it was either last year or this year. No, back when I was at the other studio.
I did, I think 3 or 4 in total, because I did with your friend Ryan, the bodybuilder guy.
Yeah.
We did our own. Probably twice.
We did a few of them.
Yeah, we've done a few, and you've been on my podcast a few times.
Yeah,
and when it was Q and the two chicks from
that was wild.
They were like the bunny podcast.
I
didn't mean to put you on the spot. I took my time.
Not a bad girl podcast.
Bad girl podcast. Oh, okay, they was cool peoples.
Nah, they cool shit though, bro. But yeah, man.
I digress.
What's Halloween, bro?
Man, what am I doing for Halloween?
Yeah.
Man, I don't know. I know I do have a show on Saturday that's a Halloween theme party. It's like a Halloween wedding theme party.
Really?
So that's gonna be, I know, it's gonna be interesting. My first one. I've never thought about it.
Wait, do y'all gotta dress up?
Like
the band? I'm talking about the band?
No, we'll be in our
regular
uniforms,
uniforms.
But I never really put any thought into no costumes. I thought about being Eddie from Tekken.
That'd be dope though. I'm not gonna lie. That'd be dope.
Being the all blue for Avatar, I thought about that too. And being the Powerpuff Girls, the professor.
The daddy. Yeah.
The professor.
I forgot his name.
Professor for Halloween.
Man, I don't know about. Dang, cause I ain't gonna lie. I like Halloween. Like, I don't know. Like, you got people say like, worse than the devil and all that stuff. Fuck all that. You know, it's just having fun.
Yeah.
You know, so I don't know what. Cause I like shit like, you know, I ain't gonna, of course, like Black Panther or some shit like that, or I don't know. If I had, you know, was in shape, I'd be like a gladiator or a Spartan or something like that. So I don't really know what kind of.
Do you feel like? I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, go ahead.
But do you feel like Halloween for people is a true expression of their true selves because they have this one day to dress up however and be whoever they want to be, and it's okay and it's acceptable?
Of course, yeah. Because I feel like we all imagine ourselves someone else.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? In some form or another. Not that we want to be somebody else, but like an alter ego. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like it's the closest thing to. You know how you seen the movie The Purge, right?
Yeah, I've seen The Purge.
And they have this one night to do whatever they want and dress up however they want, but
and
they
kill
do
everybody too.
Yeah, but it's almost, it's not the killing part, of course, but you're able to be something else, you know, instead of, you know, I have to be this for work, I have to be this for church, I have to be this for society, you know, just being who you are
from responsibility.
Yeah, and that's all. I think that's all what it's really about. You know, I don't feel like Halloween is bad. Like such as I'm going to New Orleans this weekend, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know, this Halloween weekend.
Ooh, it's gonna be crazy. Ooh.
You know, in New Orleans, they supposed to be the one of the most haunted places and the most, you know, voodoo and stuff like that.
Into some shit.
And I don't even know.
Good shit. Some good.
Yeah. Some good shit.
Not the bad shit.
Nah.
Some good shit.
And plus, I don't even know if I really even like. Do I totally believe in all that stuff? Probably closer to not, but it's fun. It's just, you know, whatever, right?
Yeah.
Like but I'm not gonna lie. I had some experiences in New Orleans.
Tell me what happened.
So I got a few crazy ones, right? I'm not gonna lie. So we went a few years ago. We went and we're taking like this haunted tour, and you know, so we're going around, and in these places you can take pictures. You know, you're doing tour.
Bourbon Street.
No, it's all around the French Quarter. So They take you to these different places, tell you a quick story behind wherever we at, and you get to take pictures and whatever, all this stuff, right? So we taking our pictures in these rooms, whatever. So my boy takes a picture in front of this mirror, right? And I kid you not, I can show you the picture. Later on, we looked at this picture. There's a silhouette behind him that's not his silhouette. Like, he's a bigger dude, right?
Mm-hmm.
The shadow behind him is skinny. And also, he has his hand raised up holding the phone.
Mm-hmm.
The picture, both arms are at the side.
Crazy.
And behind him. And that was some real creepy shit right there.
That's crazy.
That was creepy.
You said these were tours too that you can take around the haunted places, right? You take tours?
You take haunted tours. They got a whole bunch of set up haunted tours that set up. Like,
it was crazy. The time I went to New Orleans, I went down Bourbon Street or whatever, and then they at the end of the street they do have those haunted house tours that they be like, okay, this is this and that.
Yeah.
And I kid you not, I was like, man, there'd probably be some crazy stuff you'll see in there too. Like it's like a woman with an all white dress looking out the window type situation.
Yeah. Man, shit, this one place we went to, it was on a haunted tour too. So we're walking, and it's just like this little alleyway connecting two buildings, right?
Mm.
So, and there's a gate in front of it. So it's a spot to where there's this whole story that we're stopping, and the tour guide's telling a story. So I'm saying about one of my friends, and we're in a group. So I feel a gust of wind come out of this alley. So, and I'm thinking to myself, I was like, man, is this a gust of wind? But I ain't thinking nothing of it. So my boy said the same thing. It's like, man, I just felt some wind. So I'm like, man, I did too. So, and then we were talking about it, and then the dude behind, like the second time, that's the first time. So the story's still going on. And all of a sudden we feel it again. He's like, man, I just felt it again. And this dude behind us was like, man, anybody feel a gust of wind come through this bitch?
Breathing down your neck hard.
And then I'm like, we're the only ones that felt it. But we all know we felt that wind. And nobody else said anything.
You know what? If it was a ghost behind you, would you think it was a sophisticated ghost that was like very well dressed, or like one of those bummy type ghosts?
Like, what you mean bummy type ghosts?
Like, okay, let's take this scenario. Let's make a whole completely random scenario, right?
Okay.
Scenario. Okay, so you in New Orleans, I can imagine since it has the French energy going on.
Yeah.
It could be like a very sophisticated ghost that looks like it's from France. It probably was sipping tea behind.
Oh, okay. I see what you mean.
But if you get to like Houston, these like real slow ghosts.
Yeah.
Chill. They probably got a Astros cap on. Shout out to the Astros.
Man, I see that. I see what the Astros messed up my Yankees. Oh, bro. That's no big deal.
But we digress. But wouldn't it be crazy though if you really knew that the ghost was like that, and then there's ghosts in New York that's like real, like what up, son? And then there's the West Coast. They probably have a surfboard in their hand type crazy shit. You know what I'm saying? That would be crazy.
But here's the thing I always thought about. Okay, if somebody's a ghost, if there's a ghost and they die, but their spirit comes back, right?
Mm-hmm.
Why are they wearing clothes? Like, where do the clothes? Like, you ever see they be like, man, this what do you call World War II soldier or Civil War soldier still wearing this shit? And I'm like, so how does the bag and this clothes come back too? You know what I'm saying?
You know what? That brings death into a whole nother crazy scenario, because if you die with the clothes that you have on, you're gonna have those clothes. So when you want to have like the freshest clothes possible when you die, because you always have those fresh clothes.
That's true, but then as time goes on, we all know fresh clothes get old. You know what I'm saying? So what
you're hot, so you can't go to a laundromat. Do they have laundromats?
I mean, not even get old, but not even like that get old. I'm talking about just like, what's in style now. Yeah, you could be think you fly now, but 10 years from now, it's like, man, look at that ghost wearing that whack ass shit.
But you can't switch the clothes though. That's crazy.
It's some ghosts right now still wearing bell bottoms and platform. You know what I'm saying?
That'd be crazy. You know what? I'm gonna dress fly for the rest of my life,
dude. Just in case I get to come back with what I got on.
No, right?
But yeah, I always thought that was funny that you come back with your clothes and whatever you're wearing and or driving a car. Everybody always see these ghost cars and shit going down the
Really?
Yeah, they always have these stories like it's a car that drives down and right before it crashes into it disappear. And I'm like, a car?
Has that happened to you before?
No. But so there one story I know people that said how true it is. It's in San Antonio, and so there's this tracks. So like a long time ago, these kids got killed on the tracks, right? They were
On the
like
train tracks?
on a school bus, in a school bus. So I guess the school bus stalled out on the track while a train was coming, and it killed all the kids. Well, apparently, if you go on that track and put powder on the back of your car,
What?
yeah, put powder on the back of your car and cut off your engine, put on neutral, the kids will push you across the railroad tracks.
No.
Yeah,
You lost me at powder.
I've seen I've known people, I haven't seen it, but I've known people who said they did it and it worked.
You lost me. I ain't doing that.
Bruh, it's crazy. Like I thought about it. I was like, man, maybe and then I was like, I don't know.
Strong enough to push your car?
It's a bunch of kids. And then they're ghosts. I don't know.
When the laws of physics not apply? Because they're not made of matter, so it's hard for them to push matter.
But I guess because the energy? I don't know. Because I think, when we die, we're energy. So we get transferred and things. But
so is energy a solid? I mean, the matter can trap energy, but once the energy is released, it's like air.
Yeah, it has to travel to something else.
Unless it finds another source of matter, but I digress because I'm not a paid professional. So.
Yeah, right. we're gonna have y'all kids failing all types of tests.
I know, right? Goodness, it's like, yeah. How do you measure energy?
But I mean, shit, there's a way. But yeah, it's a lot of like crazy weird stuff that goes on. First of all, it goes on all the time. But
yeah,
I guess in October, since we set that as Halloween, the Day of Ghosts and all that stuff, like could have been January. Who knows? But
Halloween in January.
Yeah.
See, that's how you push your art forward. We should set a campaign to switch holidays in different spots.
Like Christmas in July?
No, Christmas is in May. Thanksgiving in October.
Yeah. Or
Black History.
New Year in April. Shit, we could do that. I'm pretty sure all this stuff is anywhere in the world. Because I think, different parts of the world got different holiday. Like New Year is different in China than it is here.
Their New Year's is in March, I believe.
It could be. I forget, but yeah, it could be.
That's crazy to even think about. It's like, what New Year y'all talking about?
Yeah,
from China to the U.S. Crazy.
What year are y'all in?
So they're probably like in 2024 right now. No, they're back in, if it's 2022, they'll be in 2021 by the time we'll have our new year.
Or they just follow us. Like, let's just say when we reach 2023, they just got to wait a few more months and then they're in 23.
It just depends on who came up with the calendar first.
If they look at it that way.
Yeah, but I don't think the U.S. came up with the calendar first.
No. We're babies compared to other countries, and other nations, other countries. Like, we've been on this earth, like, United States been here a couple hundred years. Everybody else been here like 10,000, 100,000.
They had like whole civilizations.
Yeah. Empires. So they've been here since the beginning.
Our closest empire is the government.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's speaking of Halloween, that shit's scary enough. Yeah, government the most scariest shit in year round.
Yeah, that's what you should dress up as a federal.
I'm gonna dress up like the IRS. Damn, niggas will really be scared.
I wonder what a tax bill collector looks like.
Shit, suit, I guess.
But you only talk to him on the phone. You don't ever see him in person, right?
I mean, I guess you're right. I don't know.
I know they probably be in their pajamas.
I mean, if they want money from me, they just mail me and I just send that shit. I don't talk to nobody. Like electronics, I'm glad with computers. I ain't got to talk to nobody. Send me a letter. I'm gonna go online. Here you go.
So let me ask you this: what's the craziest Halloween experience you had so far?
I mean, the last one was like, so we went to New Orleans, and this had to be either last year or the year before last, and we went to this Airbnb, and I don't think nobody thought shit was strange but me. So we go on this Airbnb. First time we go in there, it's weird, right? So uh we go into this it's this bathroom, like, so it has a down the hallway. We come in, it's a small living room, small kitchen right there by each other, right? Then down the hall, on the left, bedroom, bathroom, and then a room at the end with a bathroom in it, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we go to the bathroom, and so it's like another friend of mine goes to the bathroom, right? All of a sudden we hear like a loud bang, like let's say like hangers, or like, you know how you have hangers in the closet and the thing fall?
Mm-hmm.
Let's just say it's like that sound, right? So we're like, man, what is this dude doing in there, right? So he come out the bathroom, he was like, hey, what's going on out here? Wait, what you mean? What you doing there? I said, nothing. I heard the noise. I thought it was out here. We're thinking it's in there. So it's like, all right, whatever. All right, this is weird. So we go out, do our thing, you know, doing all this stuff right there, right? It's weird because when we're out, we decided to go in this voodoo shop. And as soon as we go in there, they say no pictures. You can't pull out your camera, you can't pull out your phone, or you got to get out, right? So we walk through here, we walking through, and we walk through this back part. So I walked there, I was like, yeah, it's kind of weird here. But then I look over to my right, and it's like this statue of like a goat head with the horns, with a male body, and his dick is like up with like two angels around it.
Crazy.
I was like, this is too creepy for me. This is creepy for me.
And
so I'm like, sale. No, I don't know if it was on sale, but it was like a statue. It was a shop. It was like a voodoo shop where they sold stuff, but it was just like sitting there. So I'm like, man, you know what? I'm done. Let's go. So we do our party and whatever.
That's crazy.
So we go back to the house, right? To the Airbnb. So it starts out, we sitting around a table, right? And the table is what starts the hallway, right? So it's the kitchen table that you can see down the hallway. So we talking. My boy's on the phone. He keep looking like this. Like, you good? I said, man, keep look like I see somebody, keep walking or see something out the corner of my eye. Like, all right. Which is weird, you know what I'm saying? But always thinking like, whatever. So I get to the point, like, I'm sleeping out in the living room on the couch. I ain't getting no sleep that night because it kept feel like somebody was walking around, moving stuff around in the kitchen. So I'm like, man, what is these dudes doing? I know they can't be eating all night, you know?
That's funny.
So all that goes on the whole freaking night. So the next morning, I'm like, yo, it was noisy as hell. Like, what y'all doing? Then my boy who had the room before the bathroom, he was like, man, you kept going to the bathroom all night. It's like, nigga, no, I didn't. Like, I never moved. He's like, what? He looked like somebody kept walking around going to the bathroom. Like, nah, bro. It wasn't me.
So I'm like, two or it was multiple?
It was 4 of us. Yeah, 4 of us.
Okay.
So it was like, but the room at the end had its own bathroom, so nobody's walking from there to the bathroom. And so that was like, man, hold on, something is really going weird. Like nothing, like was noticeably like moving around, but you can hear stuff. You like seeing stuff out the corner of your eye.
Was it an old house?
It didn't seem like it was old, but I think everything there is old. It wasn't a house, really. It's like more of like an apartment.
Oh, okay.
You know?
So like the floors were like a little like, the more you step on it, you can hear like the cracks and the,
yeah,
like that.
Yeah.
Okay, so it was one of those type of floors. Okay.
It was weird. And yeah. But nothing too bad ever happened of it, but it was kind of some weird shit.
Yeah.
You know?
And bad flooring.
Could be, yeah, bad flooring. But yeah, all that stuff. I don't know. You ever had any experiences?
Man, it was this one time, I kid you not, I still remember this to this day, the wildest Halloween experience ever. Okay, so it was me, my roommate, and my 2 roommates. We went to go see Faust that Sunday morning.
Yeah.
And the greatest opera I've ever seen in my fucking life. And it had that like horror and dramatic feel to it.
Really?
And I was like, you know what? This is what I want to do in my life. I'm getting older.
Yeah.
I want to enjoy operas whenever I want to. And then my two roommates, me and my friends, were throwing a Halloween party at our house. So it was at first me, my roommate, all my homeboys, and a few of their homegirls or whatever. And then a few of them call their friends over.
Yeah.
And then their friends call their friends over. And now it's like 30 people at the house. Crazy. And we like, where did all these people come from? Everybody like in different costumes, eating all the food.
Yeah.
Like it was crazy, man. I'm like, literally this morning, I was sitting in amongst white faces. Watching opera, living my life, and now literally 12 hours later, it's just a whole bunch of chaos going around this house. Luckily, nobody got hurt, and luckily the cops didn't come. And
what happened? Like, what kind of chaos? Like, what was going on?
It was just too many people there. There wasn't no rules, no structure. There was people walking in and out the house, and we had to make sure that nothing was going to get stolen.
Yeah.
And alcohol was involved, but luckily nothing illegal wasn't involved. Like everything was clean. It was just too many people doing too much stuff. And if people get intoxicated and get into a fight, that's on us.
We know how I go.
Loud, that's on us.
Right.
We thinking from that aspect of like, let's just make sure nobody gets hurt tonight, and make sure you're like, there ain't nobody that ain't supposed to be here, ain't supposed to be here, or they can't handle what's going on. But it was funny. My roommate had his mask on. He was like, I'm about to shut this party down. So he goes on to the top. We had like a little platform stage in the house. He gets on the stage, cuts the music, and be like, y'all don't gotta go home, but y'all gotta get the out of here. And they just scattered like little roaches or whatever. And then it was like me and my two roommates and all their friends were like, man, we are so sorry. We'll help you clean up. So it was like 15 people like helping us clean the house. It was a good night. It was just got too wild to the point of like, yeah, I'm not doing this. I'm not the type of person to get wild with strangers anymore. I like the opera very much.
See, I've never been to an opera. I always want to go. I always want to go. I just never know, like, when are they here? Like, nothing. But I always want to go to opera. Like, on that dude.
Crazy. Once you go to one, you're going to want to keep going. Especially if they're in different languages.
Really? I need to try to find one.
The Houston Symphony definitely got a lot of stuff. The tickets are not even crazy.
You got to dress up?
Huh?
You got to, like, dress up and stuff like that?
No.
Like, where's it? No?
Oh, you don't have to dress up.
Oh, okay. I just picture, like, opera, you got to dress up.
Because they donate to the opera. And some of them people have like season ticket holders, and they donate it. So the more they donate, they get like their own booths or seats or whatever. So there's a lot of people that appreciate the opera, so they like donate to the opera and like other factors. And then there's like people off the street that you can buy a ticket off and then put you in different sessions. Like, trust me, they're not gonna turn away people with money.
Nah.
So like, if you got the money,
like, you paid to come,
to attend the opera and donate, they will gladly put you up front.
I'm gonna go check one out.
I'm telling you, it's so crazy, like because the amount of work they put into these operas is beyond crazy. Like they put in like 16 hours of rehearsal, like all the music that they
like a day, 16 hours in a day,
16 hours a day, and for like probably 6 or 7 months, and then they got to run this whole routine probably for like a whole 2 years. It's crazy. The opera's crazy, but I see why they charge the money they charge, because you get a beautiful masterpiece of like live movie. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like you feel every instrument, and the pipes on these singers, they don't even use mics sometimes. They're able to project, and then the room is designed for them to project because the sound has to spread out like that. But I digress.
I wonder, like, they do a Phantom of the Opera. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
they do all of it. Like Broadway, the Broadway, they do everything.
Damn. Check that out.
For real, it's definitely on Google. You can look on Google, but the Houston Symphony got a lot of stuff. Oh, it's crazy.
Man, I was just thinking when I was telling you that story. How did I ever tell you? Like, you remember? Do you ever know I lived in Dallas for a little while?
Yeah, you told me that for a bit.
Yeah, so I used to work at this nursing home, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's I had 2 crazy experiences there. So, people die there, so
it's
so I had one incident. I'm walking around. I work nights. I work from 8 p.m. to 8 a.m., right? So I'm walking this halls just to, listen if I can see somebody screaming or yelling, maybe need some help or something like that. So I always go by listening if I can. Whatever. So I'll get to the end of the hallway. There's a door on the right with the light on and the door's open. What's going on over there?
Oh, that's straight out of a movie.
So I walk over there, look in. As soon as I look in, everything's messed up in the room. Like everything. Like I look to the side, the beds caved in, pictures down, all the stuff. Just chaotic things. So I'm like, is there construction going on in here?
Like, so like a fight in there or something?
I don't know what. It was empty though.
Mm.
So I'm looking, So I'm like, I don't see nobody in there. There's a balcony. Maybe somebody's on the balcony. So I'm looking, and so I just so happen to look to my right into a bathroom, right? All of a sudden I heard a bang, just like boom, on the door, on the balcony door. And you know how you open the thing like the blinds with the rod?
Uh-huh.
The rod was just going back and forth like this. I looked out there, wasn't nobody out there. Bruh, I don't know how fast I moonwalked. I didn't turn around. I was there backwards out there. I moonwalked. I was like, that didn't just happen. What just happened?
Crazy.
That scared the hell out of me.
I quit that day.
I didn't. Kept going, right?
You just didn't
then
go that one specific room.
So right before I did quit, though, I never did quitting.
That's funny.
This one was another overnight shift, and they have a room to where it's like a game room. They have a TV in there, whatever. So I'm in there watching TV. It's like it's daylight coming up now, right?
Mm.
So I'm the only one in there flipping through channels. All of a sudden I hear like the door opening. So I'm like, what the? So I look to my right. I'm watching this door creep open, dog. Right on the side of me. I'm like, get the fuck.
Is it a heavy door?
It's like a closet door, like just a regular closet door. And then one just started creeping open. I'm like, nah, I'm not seeing this right now.
Get behind me, the same.
Bro, yeah, I clocked out. I was like, I gotta go. I'm out. I can't do this.
And that was your last day?
That was like close to the last day. I was there for like a couple weeks more, then I left. But it was always some crazy, scary. I mean, I used to walk in, like, because they had like a string to where they would pull, and it's like an emergency. So I would get a beep. So I would be going in there, like, if I get a beep. And I remember I thought this late, I walked in.
How do you know which one to go to?
It goes like, so whatever room, it'll see it on the pager.
Oh, okay.
It'll let you know. So I remember this one, I kept knocking on the door, right? Dude, so I was like, nobody's answering. Let me let myself in. So I walk in, this old lady's just like laid out on the bed. Like just, you know what I'm saying? Legs dangling off the bed, right? So I'm like, oh shit. Please be alive, please be alive, please be alive. That's what I'm thinking. So I'm creeping close. I'm like, excuse me. Trying to say something. She's not fucking moving. Not moving at all.
What?
So I'm creeping closer. And all of a sudden, out of the corner of my eye, I see her husband just standing in the corner, pale white dude in his drawers. And it scared. I'm like, bro. Like, he was like, is everything okay? I'm like, is everything okay here? He was like, I got a mess. I got an alert. He was like, I'm sorry. I must have accidentally pulled it out in the bathroom. Then after that, the wife woke up and like got up. And I'm like,
bro.
I
had to sit down. I have to make a few calls and make a few prayers.
It was the crazy. Dealing with older people is like, I done seen a lady's mind go overnight.
Her mind go?
Her mind left.
What you mean?
So I was sitting at the desk, right? So this guy comes to the desk. She was like, I need to go check on Miss such and such, right?
Mm.
And I was like, what's wrong? She's like, she has a knife. And she keeps knocking on the door saying somebody's in her room. So I'm like, oh shit. No, I don't want to be in a room if somebody's in a room. So I'm like, let me go check it out, right? So I knock on the door. She had the table against the door, had to move it, had the knife. The dude put the knife on the refrigerator so she couldn't get it, right? So I'm like, yo, listen, you okay? She was like, they're saying my name. They keep calling me, and I'm like, who's calling you? He said the people in here, they just keep calling my name and stuff like that, and they won't leave me alone. So I'm like, there's nobody in there. She said they're around here. So, I'm saying, let me go look around because I know nobody's in there. So I'm cutting on lights because it's dark in there. You know what I'm saying? It's freaking me like I'm low key freaked out, right? like for real, low key freaked out
too. I'm be like,
because she's like just looking at me, and I'm like, so I'm looking around. So I said, there's no one in here. I looked around. There's no one in here. Do you still hear somebody's calling your name? She said, no, they're not calling my name no more. No, I was like, that's good. She was like, now they're saying your name. I said,
I'm clocking out.
They're saying my name now?
Coming back.
She's like, yeah, they're saying your name. I was like, you don't know my name and they don't either. So I'm okay. And then she was like, all right, but you just got to go let in my brother. My brother is trying to come in. I said, your brother? Your brother's outside? He needs to come in here? She was like, my brother? My brother's dead. I'm like, fucking shit. This lady's mind is leaving. This lady called the cops because she said she had a bunch of dead bodies in her closet. And I'm just like, her mind literally left overnight, like literally went mad. Like they had to get her out of there. But yeah, that shit was crazy.
You know where they put her?
Well, we had two sides. So I did the people who can live by themselves. And then they have a assisted living side to where like nurses had to go over there. So she had to move from my side to the nursing side. And yeah, that was creep. She was a nice lady, but she got crazy overnight. It's like,
I wonder what leads somebody to that moment, but I digress. It could be a lot of factors.
I mean,
that's
just
crazy. That
age, like she was old. So
like 80 old.
Yeah, she was like 80, 90. So I mean, her mind. I mean, I'm not saying that every 89 mind goes that way, but I mean, a lot of it when they get older, that's what. I mean, that's
80,
what they
90-year-olds is like working out and shit and moving trucks.
Oh yeah, they used to have World War II veterans. They were in there. They were in their right mind. Like literally, were 90 and 95 years old. Still healthy. Fought Hitler. You know what I'm saying? And now they're in the nursing home. They're just old, 90 years old. So yeah, but their mind was, they were weaker, of course, but they kept in pretty decent shape.
I mean, I'm still looking forward to being old. You can say and do whatever you want to do. Definitely talk more shit. You can talk a whole lot more shit.
Man,
people still respect you. Well, if you're not doing dumb shit.
Yeah. You can talk shit if you're accomplished. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But if people respect what you got to say, because a lot of older people, it's like, all right, man, like you just old and grumpy. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's a terrible life to live. Be like old and grumpy.
Heck yeah.
Nah.
What?
Because I was thinking of like what leads a person down that path of being unhappy, but happiness comes and goes just like money. It's like currency. Yeah. You can't be happy all the time. You can't be sad all the time.
Yeah.
So it's more of just being present with both of them.
I mean, that's what, and we were talking about ghosts and stuff. That's what a lot of people, like who they say were ghosts, died in a state of anger or sorrow, some emotional type stuff, Yeah. Those are the ones who linger around. Like, they never said, oh, this person died happy and now he's always happy. He's haunting a happy place right now, Yeah,
that's
They
crazy,
never say that. They always say they died in a state of agony or this person was a grumpy man,
Yeah.
Like,
or died alone or
died alone or something like that.
Die alone, but I digress.
Yeah. Do you watch any scary movies?
Man, I haven't watched any scaries in a while, but I am writing a short film for a scary movie.
Really?
Yeah. I can give you a little small description of it. I know nobody ain't gonna steal it because it's a very complicated piece, and I know it can't be replicated because you can't see it visually, but I can tell about it. So basically, it's American Idol meets Saw meets it's a other factors too, but it's basically 5 contestants that want to get famous really, really, really bad.
Mm-hmm.
So they enter this competition thinking it's like a simple singing competition. Yeah, it is. But once they get to the next level, there's like a haunted monster that hears fear, that senses fear. Like it's blind, but it senses fear. And they have to do like certain type of obstacles. And if the monster can sense your fear, it kills you or whatever.
Yeah.
But then when the contestants figures it out and they end up comforting the monster because the monster didn't know it was a monster because of what was going on, and they end up like killing the ringmaster, and then everybody gets free type situation. It's one of those type of situations. Like the lesson of people can sense your fear, so don't have no fear. Because
it's a movie with a lesson in it, of course. Like just don't be scared of shit.
Yeah, because people can sense. People can. It's so crazy, like how deep the human experience goes, because you can walk into a room and people automatically know who you are before you even say anything. Just off your energy. How we were talking about it before, like the matter you carry, our matter that carries our energy. People feel that, and they already know that. Like they know that if you got it all together or not. But who really has it all?
Nobody has it all together. That'll never happen. You can get as much as you can together, but that's all you can do. It's the best you can do.
Yeah, you know? Absolute best, and you know to walk in the room with your absolute best, because people can feel that. Especially women. Oh my God, they are really, really, really good in sniffing people out. Their energy is crazy. Like men could do it too if they tap into that more that feminine side, because that's where we is, because we think logical, and we would have to like break it down mathematically. But women, they just you just the way you walk is off.
Yeah,
like the way you look at me is just you're off. You know what I'm saying? Like you're not congruent with who you are.
Yeah, I agree with that. A lot of men think they know, but they just doing it from more of like you said a man's or aggressive point.
Yeah.
So they really just like a threat or a challenge for them, but it's not really like women. They really like filling you out.
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah.
So,
because they don't respond to that. They don't respond to that. Of course, they respond to firm love. They respond to people that's just not. They not gonna like run over their ass, but they don't want all that aggressive shit because that's not in their nature.
Mm-hmm.
They're more of like nurturers, so you kind of have. It's a balance. But I digress.
Yeah, they think they want that. I mean, they think they want the aggressive sometimes, but they really don't.
They want somebody that knows when to do it at the right time.
Exactly. Yeah.
When to be what at the right times. I'm learning that the easy hard way, because I was already having those principles, but seeing it from afar and see other people make mistakes, it'd be like, oh, okay, I see why that didn't work when I was doing it back in the day. It's just that energy. Like people, like women will. It's crazy how much I see women as mirrors towards me, because like the conversations I have with women, I can see like, okay, my energy is a certain type of way because they feel safe to talk to me about anything, because other people.
Do you get that? Do women talk to you about anything, or people? Do you get like, let's say when you're out somewhere or whatever, do people just feel comfortable telling you like stuff, and you're like, I didn't even ask on this, but they feel comfortable just telling you shit?
Because 5 guys before they met you, they was trying to be all creepy, trying to get their number, trying to be all sexual, aggressive, not getting fucking social cues and all stuff like that. Then they meet a person like you that's just chill, and you just listen to them. And okay, I'm comfortable to talk to this person because he know how to handle the situation. He know how to handle himself. I handle his presence. He know how to handle. He just know how to be a man, and women will open up to that like the floodgates, because it's only a select few men that get that shit.
Yeah.
And when they find that, they open up, because once again, 12 guys before you, they was just fucking it up. You know what I'm saying? Because they think it's supposed to go a certain way. But how women respond will tell you it all. They don't have to tell you shit. If they still there, you're doing something right.
Yeah. That's true. I like that. Cause I'm like that too. Like women can, and anybody, they'll just come up to me and just like telling me. And then I had people tell me, I don't know why I'm telling you all this. You know what I'm saying? They'll literally tell me like, I don't even know why I'm telling you all this. And I'm like, I don't either. Like, but if you feel good, I'm happy I was able to make you feel better.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, just call me Angel. Call me. I don't know.
Not yet. You're not an angel yet.
Not yet. But well, yeah. But yeah, I'm digging that movie idea though. That's a dope. movie? You say you working on it?
Yeah, I was actually. It's funny. Me and the guy that's doing the film together, we was doing a photo shoot at this abandoned club restaurant place not too far from our house.
Oh shit, haunted and shit.
Bro, that shit was crazy. It was like grungy, nasty. But that was the set I did that I had it for. It was like grungy, nasty. It was like dirty plates on the floor. The wall was graffiti.
Really?
Crazy, like red graffiti. I was like, this is like what the scene is, like real grungy. Because these people want to get famous so bad that they'll do anything, right?
What?
They'll even off themselves. It's crazy.
Wait, what?
It's like Squad. It's like Squid Game.
Yeah, that sound like I was picturing Squid Game and some yeah. That's crazy. Squid Game and like what's another movie? Like Saw or
they had to keep playing.
Or what's the movie that had to get out of shit? They had to figure out like a escape room.
I don't think I've ever seen that.
Like it's like where you gotta escape from stuff. You gotta read the clues. It's kind of reminds me of that type stuff.
You know what? I think the last horror movie I watched, it technically wasn't a horror movie, but I think Us.
Oh yeah, that's Us.
I think that was the last one I seen. That was a crazy one though.
Man, I ain't gonna lie. I always wanted to play in a horror film. Like that's one of my goals. Like if I ever try to like a real like ghost horror like monster type movie.
You want to be the monster or the person?
No, I want to be like just one of the people in the movie. Like I don't know if I'm fighting the monster or I don't know, maybe it kills me. I don't know. But it's something about being in a scary movie. Like I just feel like it's more fun than anything. It's like, of course, you got to play like, oh my god, I'm scared of the monster, but or you got to run from the monster. But I think it's just fun. It looks fun, you know. Like Conjuring or something like that. You know, I'm a fan of Conjuring, Annabelle, and stuff like that. I like those.
What do you mean by that?
Conjuring? The movie? You seen it?
Oh, I haven't. Tell me a little about it.
It's like so Conjuring is just about this it's really about the story of Ed and Lorraine Warren, who used to be like she was like what do you call those people that communicate, like psychic or medium or something like that?
Oh, it's with that little boy or whatever, and he dreams or whatever, or like if he falls asleep and dream, he.
Oh no, you talking about Insidious?
God, they all
Insidious, yeah, that's pretty funny. That's a crazy one too. But Conjuring is good. Like they has like two or three of them, and then they go to like the Annabelle series, which Annabelle's like the doll. You seen the doll one?
Man, that sound familiar. They all sound familiar. I think I've seen that one though.
Yeah, like the demons attached to the doll.
Yeah, okay,
it's like killing
but
people.
It's not like
a
Chucky situation, is it?
No. It's more like straight demon stuff. It's all based on like true stories. Like you can like look them up.
Wait, there's people that possess dolls and they
like all this Conjuring and Annabelle. Like each of the stories was based on like a real story. Yeah.
I wouldn't even know what to do if a live doll was trying to attack me with a knife.
That is weird because the story behind it is the doll was doing weird stuff at first, and then the people who had the doll thought it was cute, thought it was a kid, and I'm like, what, y'all crazy? The doll just wrote help or can I play and stuff like this, and they thinking it's cute. And I'm like, ain't nothing cute about this. Like this doll got to get burnt up. No, not in my house. Not in my house. Not up in here. Oh, shit, it's almost that time. Hey, so I got to answer this question because I always put up on the thing, ask questions. So this is answering a question from Wolfie Nico, a comment on my Facebook. She said, why is my booty so big? Talking about me. She asked me why. And the answer is, wow. I used to play sports when I was a kid. I did a lot of squats, a lot of leg workouts. And that builds up your back. It builds up your butt. And then I stopped working out and turned into fat. So, hey, that's your answer.
That is a very specific question.
Yeah.
She
wants to know. But that's what it is. You know, black people, we all got it. We all got that ass. We all got that ass. But hey, appreciate you coming through.
Man, appreciate for having me.
Always come through for me. If you say you're gonna come through, you always come through. So I appreciate that.
I'm gonna show up, pull up like FedEx. No problems.
You want to throw your social out there? Your social media?
It's Saya the Architect. SIA as in apple, H as in happy, underscore, the underscore architect. Build something great.
That's what's up. And you can find us at Not So Common NSC on YouTube. Not So Common NSC on Instagram. Not So Common NSC on, we're on Clapper now. So look us up on Clapper. It's just like a TikTok, but it's another form of TikTok. But look us up.
Crazy.
Follow us on there. Follow us on Spotify. Not So Common NSC. You can follow my Instagram, Matthias_Dreamer. And follow me on Facebook at Matthias Wilburn. Hey, once again, thanks for hanging out, fam. Peace.